Long time no see. Koordinate lutanja, part 40. Whore of the Orient. Pretty much, if you never heard about the Whore of the Orient, that's about the city of Shanghai. While I was traveling on plane, I thought that my nose will explode. Actually, the sinuses, because I was a bit sick, and then I went traveling. And if you have ever had a problem with the sinuses on a plane, you've been a bit deaf, then you try to put the pressure, and then you can't hear anyone when you land. So pretty much, I was like pretty fucked up on the way to China. But when you come to China, its air is a bit polluted, bit. So imagine myself trying to, cope with all of that kind of a thing. So we tried to fly over from the Belgrade airport, and in 2008 we've been flying over Russia through Moscow to Shanghai, and there were those Russian planes to Polevs, and I was always laughing because they freeze, winter cold, and then like mechanics are actually the pilots, trying to deal with all those kind of the things, and I was like, oh my god, we are all gonna die here. And Russians as Russians, drinking vodka. So when the flight took off, all the bottles of vodka were rolling under our legs, and I was like, yeah, I have some vodka under my feet. At least nobody was smoking on that flight. So pretty much, then when we've been landing in Shanghai, I came to say hello to my friend Dan, who is a guy from Dubrovnik. We went to school together, but he had some businesses in China, so I brought him Ivar and the pate, and pretty much you're not allowed to bring those kind of things in country, but we always try to smuggle some things in, and this worked well this time. And pretty much, as the life brings us all around the world, different parts, you always meet your friends in so many parts of this world, so many remote parts. And I was like, man, I feel some melancholy, when we've been to school, the high school, it's been 10 years, then you don't see each other for next 10 years, and you're like, in the 40s. So I don't know, is that screwed? But we are like getting older. So China is China. I thought like, yeah, nothing special I'm gonna find there. And then you find, the light show, the skyscrapers, the industry, the people. And as I came there for the business, it's all like business wise on a very, very high level. And, then I tried to, calm myself down because I came there pretty sick, but I have to test some motorcycles which I wanted to import in Croatia, then some other engines, and they're not putting the heating on. And I was like, man, it's the middle of the winter, and so no, we are saving our energy. You can drink some green tea to make you warm. First, I don't like green tea, and I need to put some sugar in that green tea if I can drink it, but that's how they are keeping themselves warm. So I got even more sick at some point, and I couldn't believe, traveling China, how much I don't know about the beautiful country as it is, because the big city is up to 10 million. Like nobody talks about those places, and it's not like 10 million people lives over there. So you can't define what's actually the city, the town, like megalopolis or something else. And it was a great road trip. So been to Ningbo, been to Chongqing, Guangzhou, all around by the river Yangtze, and I couldn't believe, what the clash of the Europe with China, and all that, what was happening in China during those years. So there is a world outside of Shanghai. So if you are visiting China, don't go only to Shanghai, because Shanghai is pretty much not China at some point. It's a world for itself. See you tomorrow, hopefully. I took like some 3 days off. There are some shorts. Like them, subscribe them, and I'm going swimming.